Hey, good morning, Knuckleheads. Hope y'all are doing good today. I was asked to do a video on choosing your right morsel. What to look for. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are sitting there trying to find the bike because it's the cool thing to do. It's what everybody else and their dog's doing. You know, you're expected to ride that $80,000 Hayabusa because your buddies over there got one, or the $80,000 Harley. You know, um, one of the things that I tell people, "Hey Todd, how you doing?" One thing that I tell people is, don't worry about what everybody else is riding. You don't need that 1,000 plus CCs. You know, hey, Smash brother, how you doing, my friend? One of the things that you've got to do is take your time. Don't be afraid to sit there and go through all the dealerships and look at all the different bikes that you got. Sit there and look at your bikes. I mean, not just look at it, move, look at it, move, whatever, look at all the bikes. I mean, you really sit there and you look at the bike. You sit down there and you look at the front, you see her lines, you look along the side, you sit there and you see how she sits. If you look from behind, you get on her, see how she feels. Is you're comfortable? Because remember, you've got to ride this motorcycle yourself. Your buddy's not going to be riding it for you. You're the one that's got to ride that bike. You're the one that's got to sit there and take the initiative to get what you want. Because it's got to be comfortable for you. Whatever bike it may be, except for those snowmobiles with birth defects, those things are the most ungodliest creations ever. But hey, if that's your choice, so be it. Because it's not our ride, it's yours. Uh, Still see here real quick. I'm having issues here real quick, so sorry. Let me finish fixing this real quick. Now I'm hoping I've got this back. Um, hey, Brookfish, how you doing, my brother? Yep. But like I said, take your time to sit there and enjoy your ride. You know, get to feel every different style of bikes. You know, when you go to the dealership, there's not just one style of bike. Hey, Tricky, how you doing? Good seeing you again. I think I know why, but there. All right, now let's see if I got this thing fixed. All right. Now, like I said, when you're choosing your motorcycle, even if you've got one that you really like, you got the right lines, you got the right color, you got the right aesthetics, don't be afraid to look somewhere, find one, because you never know if that's a bike that you really want or if you're going to find one that really sits you, you know, because when you get on her and you lean her up and she's straight up and you got your arms in a comfortable position, you're able to sit there and go down flat footed, even if you're a little short. But if you're able to sit there and hold that bike up, move her bars a little bit, if she feels comfortable, that's what you do. That's what you look for. Because, like I said, it's your right, not ours. We can only sit there and help guide you in that direction. All we can do is encourage you to get out there on that road. You know, and that's one thing a lot of people don't understand is that you're not needing to be rushed into this. Because, like I said, life is an adventure, not a race. It's just the same as you finding a partner. You don't sit there and find your partner, whether it be a lady or a dude, whatever. We don't judge. You don't sit there and look at it and sit there and go, oh, okay, hey, you're mine. And you don't know anything about this person. You take the time to get to know that person step by step, what they like, what they don't like, what kind of adventures they have, so forth. Yes, I'm going to do something real quick before I forget. Hold on, let me undo it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to did something real quick while I'm thinking of it. Well, all right, there we go. But like I said, when you sit there and you take the time, you'll appreciate that ride more. And yes, you do not have to buy a new motorcycle. All the dealerships do have old school motorcycles, used and all this stuff. So again, when you sit there and you do that, you sit there and you build a bond with that ride. Take it for a test drive. They do have those available. Go out, test the waters, make sure that you are wanting to do this. Because once you start, it gets in your blood. It sits there and takes your time, build inside your heart. Once you start, you'll find out giving it up will be impossible. Because you will do anything and everything you can to stay in that lifestyle. You will do anything to stay within our brotherhood. And as I said, it's our brotherhood. It's not mine. It's not just yours. It's our brotherhood. We look out after each other. We look back code. Leave known behind. If you see a brother in trouble, you help him out. And me, I don't care what cut you have on. If you have no cut, mom and pop riding cut, 1% diamond cut. If I see you on the side of the road, I'm helping you out. I'll do whatever I can to help you out, to get you to your destination. because that's the type of person I am. I'm old school in that belief. You don't leave a brother behind. You don't sit there and leave one on the side of the road. Even if you know them or not, that's our brotherhood. That's how we are. We look after each other. And I was asked to do this video because I'm always usually more in depth, I guess, on some things. I sit there and explain things a little bit more Southernese, but you never know. Um, but like I said, when you're riding, take the ride out on a test ride. Ask the dealerships, take that ride for a test ride. The dealers will help you learn. If you want to know what the bike's about and all that stuff, they will help you. They will guide you in that direction of, okay, here you go. This is it. This is it. This is it. Because they also want you out there on that road too. They want to see you in our brotherhood. They want to have you experience life. Yep. Yep. I got rid of my cage a long time ago. Sort of. But like I said, don't feel like you are rushed into getting a motorcycle, especially if those that are pressuring you into getting it are telling you what bike you need to have. Because it's not their right. They ride what they want. You ride what you want. You have a person that has that bike that you like, the aesthetics, the lines, that roar, that rumble of those pipes. You're afraid to talk to your person. Go to your dealership. Like I said, take one out for a test drive. They will let you. They will guide you on that. They will help build your confidence enough. And if your buddy has that motorcycle that fits you, you've sat on it before, your arms are just comfortable, you can feel that you can ride forever on those things. You can sit there and hold yourself up with her, and you already have pictures in your head, things that you want to do for this ride. You talk to that buddy of yours or your family member, whichever one. I know we all have family members that's got motorcycles, been riding motorcycles, whatever. If that motorcycle comes up for sale, and that's the one that you really like, that's the one that you really absolutely want, talk to them. If they'll sit there and ask, if you could ask, take it for a test ride. Ask them questions. Is there mechanical problems with it? What kind of problems is there? Something that you need to look forward to. How's the brakes? How's the clutch? How's it start? Oil. Is there any leaks that you need to know? Like I said, the more questions you ask about this motorcycle, the better. There is no stupid questions out there. The only stupid ones that are out there are the ones you don't ask. Because you always take the time to learn. Bring your A game. Look into it. Bring it. My first motorcycle was, hey, XS brother, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. And see, one of the things that you do is you sit there and you start out small. You want something that's going to sit there and fit you, even if it's not what you want right now. Because what you really need to do is remember that's not the only motorcycle out there. You build your confidence. Like I said, make sure those bars are at perfect, comfortable position for you. Make sure that you're able to sit up comfortable, hold that bike up side to side, move it around. Move. Don't be afraid to move the bike around because you need to be comfortable with that ride because it's going to be your ride. It's going to be you on those bars. It's you going to be on that seat. It's you that's going to be putting those miles within those seats, not anybody else. Not your buddies back there laughing at you. It's not going to be the neighbor's dog out there next door. It's going to be you on that ride. It's going to be you that sits there and takes those miles, gets those energy from the freedom of the road because you sat there and you took the time to sit there and learn. You were there to kick the tires. You were there to sit there and ask those questions. How's she run? Oil, fuel, brakes, start, stop, turn, battery, wiring, all lights. Is everything all working accordingly to what you need to get yourself going? Brake lights, turn signals, did they all work? My first motorcycle, I loved very dearly. And just think, XS, you're only 25. And see that's the good point. You know, after all these years, he still has his bike, and a lot of us do. You know, I would love to have my first bike. I would give my eye teeth to have my first bike back. Her and I went everywhere together. We went to Alaska, from Texas to Alaska, from Alaska down to California, Arizona, to North Carolina, South Carolina. Then, when I moved to Oklahoma, it got totaled. Drunk driver coming around the corner too fast, plowed into my truck and my motorcycle, totaled my garage and the neighbor's house. You know, hey, those are strong bikes though too. I mean, those things are tough. I love the older bikes. I love them. They're built strong. They're built tough. You know, and that's one of the things that I've seen. There's a lot of old school bikers that still has their first bikes. I met a couple months back a brother and sister that have been riding since after World War II, and they still have the same motorcycle. They're up in their 90s. He can't ride anymore because he broke his back, but she takes him around everywhere. She's got a little sidecar on it and stuff like that. They never give up. When you find that bike that you really want, that's got your spirit just like, damn, that's it. That's it. It gets inside your blood and it sits there and it takes you into a whole new direction. And you find out you're waiting too long to get back on that road. You start wondering, why didn't you do this sooner? Don't ever think that. Because things happen for a reason. Timing is everything on this. You've got to sit there and take your time to sit there and find that right moment. Because life happens. Life will always happen. But you will know that right time for you to sit there and pull that trigger and get that motorcycle. Because you will know everything is in line. Everything will be in line in that point, and you will sit there and wonder what you can do from that point on, not from that point past, because you don't live there. You don't live there in the past. Past has nothing on you anymore, because right now is what counts. What counts now is you sitting there taking your time, learning, going through that step, asking those questions, learning that motorcycle. Like I said, even if there's a motorcycle that you've got in your head that you want, don't be afraid to look at the others. Don't be afraid to sit there and hold a different motorcycle up. Because that way you can sit there and get the feel for it. And it'll help you learn more about what you're getting into. Because there is not just one motorcycle out there. When you sit there and you have, like I said, a family member that's got a motorcycle that you really want, talk to them. Just the same as you would a dealer. Ask them the questions. There is no stupid questions except the ones you don't ask. Because you don't want to sit there and get your motorcycle and you get halfway down the road and all of a sudden the rear axle locks up on you and you're sitting there, you're having to dive into a ditch or the chain breaks and you're flying down the road, or something along that line. You want to sit there and be able to adjust yourself accordingly. Ask those questions. Bring your questions. Bring a book. Write down. Oh, damn. Yep. Oh, I hear you there. But, like I said, when you find that right one, you will know it. Because she will sing to your heart like no other. Uh, I'm going to have to end this one real quick, but give me about 20 minutes. I will be back on another video that I want to do tonight about brotherhood. A question was asked earlier by several other people. Can we find brotherhood online? So give me a little bit. I've got an important phone call that I need to take. So give me probably about 20 minutes. I will be back up again. But I'm not going to do my normal outro like all I normally do because I will be back on another one here shortly. So stay positive. Have fun. Help one another out. I hope this video helps you out a little bit more. And yes, if need be, I will go into more details on it, stuff like that. I'm going to dealership here Tuesday. They're closed tomorrow, so. But anyway, I will be back shortly.